Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Comics. Again, I apologize, we did not have a new episode for you last week. I do apologize for that. I'm feeling a bit better, so we got an episode for you, and it's a big episode. It's kind of the introduction to Comics 2.0, if you will. I'm going to start off by telling you kind of some of the stuff we have in store for you in comics from now on. So first things first, we're going to do something that's going to be called Comics Media. What Comic Media specifically is going to be is it's going to give us kind of an opportunity to talk about TV shows and movies and actually review them. So things like Justice League Doom, which is the most recent DC Universe animated movie, we would devote like a whole segment to actually reviewing that movie and talking about that movie. And so and then the same for TV shows, because now there are so many. There's Green Lantern, there's Young Justice, Avengers, there's gonna be Ultimate Spider-Man, a new Batman series is coming. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff on TV right now that's based on comic books. And then Walking Dead obviously is the other big one. That's off till October now, but once that comes back, we'll certainly be talking about that a lot more. We just thought that this was a good way to kind of branch off more into not just the comic books, but also everything that has to do with them, including all the media. Hopefully y'all will enjoy it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun being able to kind of focus on comics a lot of the time, but then every now and then have a fun little comics media segment. Of course, we're still going to be doing more comic book reviews as well. We talk a lot about comic book news here, but we've noticed recently we haven't been doing as many comic book reviews. I know I haven't, at least I've been so excited with all this stuff going on in the comics world right now, and especially with all the Avengers stuff. I just read the newest issue of Amazing Spider-Man, and I thought this is a really fun book, and I should be talking about books like these more with you guys, because I mean that's what the show is all about. It's about comics. We're going to be focusing a lot more on discussing things and reviewing them and giving you our opinions rather than just comic book news. And so we hope you like that. So now Richard's going to tell you about a new segment called Indie Comics that is completely new for us over here. And so let's let him introduce it to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Carter, and hello everybody! And you know, I am so glad you decided to come watch this new episode of comics instead of going to see The Hunger Games for a fourth time. I did see that movie, by the way. I thought it was pretty good. Pacing was a bit off. I think the cameraman might have been suffering from Parkinson's syndrome, sadly. But overall, it was a pretty good flick. I'd recommend it. Let's check it out. However, would it be a crime if I said I like the 21 Jump Street movie more than The Hunger Games? But in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for coming to Comics 2.0. I can't wait to tell you all the fun stuff we've got planned, and I think you'll like what you hear. Now, the segment I'm going to tell you about is a segment I'm sure all of you have wanted since the very first day you saw this show. And the segment in question is called Indie Comics. Indie Comics starts right now. It's the segment that will make you go wow. So Indie Comics is a segment that's going to encompass all comic book companies outside of the big mainstream guys, DC, Marvel, and their imprints. And we couldn't have started the segment at a better time, especially for me, because I'm really loving Image Comics right now. I really am. Right now from Image Comics, I'm reading Thief of Thieves, Peter Panzerfaust, which I love saying in a German accent, and Fatal. And my newest Image book I started checking out, The Strange Talent of Luther Strode. Seriously though, this book is fantastic. It's 6 issues of just pure awesomeness. And even though it says 6 of 6 right there on the last issue, there's more coming, and I'm so excited. But no, I'm very excited to start up this Indie Comics segment. I'm sure you guys will like what you see. Hopefully you like what you see. Now I know this whole episode's really just been one big explanation as to what's to come in comics, but we do have some news for you guys. Well, not really news, more of a discussion, because I know all of you have heard about this already. And what better segment to have a discussion in than the greatest segment on the show, Comics Comments! So this week for Comics Comments, as indicated by the title, we're talking about the Teenage Alien Ninja Turtles. So for those of you unaware, which I'm sure there's none of you, Michael Bay is in the process of rebooting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise, and recently he made an announcement that the Ninja Turtles are actually going to be aliens instead of mutants. That is just a terrible idea. It's just as bad as, say, giving Batman superpowers, giving Daredevil the ability to see, having V take off his mask in V for Vendetta, having Watchmen be PG, having Mr. Freeze be played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And to throw gas on the fire, Michael Bay had the audacity to just tell the fans to chillax. That's like telling a woman you just called fat to chillax. She ain't gonna chillax, she gonna kill you. And apparently the working title of the film is just going to be called Ninja Turtles. So they're not even going to be teenagers anymore. But you know what? I'm an optimist. Alright, so let's see if we can look at the positives about this whole Ninja Turtles business. I got a positive for you. Alright, ready for this? A positive to all this crazy Ninja Turtle stuff is that we can give it the middle finger and go watch the good Ninja Turtles movie from back in the day. So, I know we're a little late on this particular topic, but still, in the comment section below, let's have a big discussion. What are your thoughts on the teenage alien Ninja Turtles? Or adult alien Ninja Turtles? I don't know. Anyways, once again, thank you guys so much for all the suggestions and everything you've done for the show. We wouldn't even be doing it if it wasn't for you guys, so thank you so much for everything you've done. You guys are the best. And as always, don't forget to like this video, follow Carter and I on Facebook, Twitter, and DirectorsCutRadio.com. The links are down below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, favorite the video if you want to, and we'll see you guys next week with Comics 2.0. Bye!